Okay, I'm hopping on here to try and explain the idea behind stem cells in the least medically professional way possible, because I just want to do layman's terms how it was explained to me and why we think it'll work. So to start, we got to start in the earliest stage of life when science has proven there are the most amount of stem cells. So you have your egg, you have sperm, it becomes fertilized, it becomes an embryo. That is when it is the highest amount of stem cells that you will find in a human being. Anyways, these stem cells, this cluster of cells, then become this magical human being after however many years. So what they've done is they've derived these little cells that make up that embryo, and they found ones that are used to grow your limbs, and there's ones to use to grow your brain, and there's ones used to grow your organs, and all kinds of things like that. And what they do is some places harvest petri dish embryos, and other places they take the placenta and cord because they're also really high in stem cells. That's what India does. They take donor placentas and cord cells, and then they also use Oscar's behind me sleeping because it's nap time. And here's my little sidekick, Olive. Anyways, they'll use some of Oscar's own ones. They will actually give him an injection that will make him produce them in the bone marrow, and they'll actually go ahead and aspirate it, and then they're going to transfer it to a different spot and inject it. Anyways, what they've proven is in these embryos, they have all these different types of stem cells. They've derived a few that they're able to. They say they kind of call them like unicorn stem cells until they figure out what they do, because injecting someone with a stem cell essentially is just supposed to make them grow something that they already probably have. So it's really hard to look for. It's not like it's going to give them a third eye and they're going to know, oh, that one grows an eyeball. Anyways, there's a bunch of different things that they're able to treat. All the clinics usually say which ones they're comfortable treating. Panama was comfortable treating autism and ADHD and all those different neurological disorders. However, they didn't want to do the spinal one, which is the one, if they inject it into the spinal cord, the one that they're injecting usually is the one that grows like the brain. That's the one that we were really interested in. The one in Panama, which is also done in India, which is where we're going. They also inject an IV one for the organs. Sorry, a little out of breath. It's a lot. Anyways, the one that they're going to IV syringe into Oscar, that one is known to grow the organs, like the bowel organs, GI tract kind of stuff. And the reason that they inject that, because they're injecting 100 million, so there's quite a few different types, quite a few different varieties of these. But what they're doing is they're hopefully, which is common in autistic individuals, like having like irregular bowels and really bad gut issues. They have horrible food aversions, which Oscar does. So the IV syringe push is going to try and help that issue, like those types of issues that they have, because some of the things that we want is communicative, which will be that cognitive stuff that's going to the brain, but also eventually we want to potty train him. And I'll do these in other videos, kind of like our reasoning behind that. We just want him to be safe. Anyways, so hopefully if he gets his bowels under control and they're regular and what they're supposed to be as a human, we're hoping that that will then help him to do other goals that we have. With the cognitive one, we're hoping that whatever we can see as far as communication behavior, hopefully we can grow those neurological pathways when he is injected into his spinal cord, which will hopefully help his brain. And they do, I would say there's a bunch of studies, again, I'll do some more videos on these, but a lot of books have the idea and concept that autism should be treated as like a brain injury per se, because it's missing neurological pathways, which happens in like strokes and a lot of TBIs, traumatic brain injuries. They lose those neurological pathways that they once had, which is what happened to Oscar when he regressed. He had 30 words that he could functionally use, and now he doesn't have any. He's pre-verbal, so he can't even communicate to the extent that he could at 22 months, and now he's going to be 4 this year. So anyways, I will have more videos. If you guys want to follow his journey, you can go ahead and click the subscribe or follow button. But yeah, there's Basis. Sorry it was so unmedically professional and so rushed.